Okay, so I have problem 8.5-9. I made a detailed video on 8.5-7, so if you want to see how to really construct a Mohr circle from the scratch and some of my in thoughts and some of the interpretation of what each number or rotation means, their meaning, their definition, I suggest you go and try to watch those. But if not, let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, so this is -8. This is -4 because going in is negative, going outwards is positive. It's just sort of the decision that we made. Okay. So this is how we decide where x and y is. So we know this is -8 and 24 and 4 and -4. So let's see, maybe 8 is over here. Let's say each means is each block is 4, so x is all the way at 8, and then y is 1, 2. So what is y? Y is -4. Okay, so -4, that would be somewhere here, right? And this is -26. Sorry, 24. Okay, so 1, 2, each one is 4. 4 times 6, that's 24, and then 4 times, sorry, 6. I have to go all the way up. Yeah, somewhere here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 times 6, 24. Okay, so let's shift this up to here and this up to here. So if we're gonna draw a straight line, right, as the diameter, so let's draw it between here and here. Okay, fantastic. And we can complete our circle based on this. I can never get it right, but that's terrible. Okay, so something like that. Okay, something like that. Now this cross, let's find what average is, right? The stress average between the x and y direction. That is x direction plus the tensile stress in x and y directions, the sum, and divided by 2, which is -8 plus -4 divided by 2, -6, right? So this is -6 and 0. I didn't draw it correctly. I mean, it should be hit this central line. But yeah, so it's -6 MPa. Indicate that, and then now we can try to find what r is, right? With the radius. And how we find that out is just a little triangle, right? A right angle triangle somewhere here, right? So the top is let's see. Well, it's basically the x direction, which is -8 minus -6, right? Square plus y. Where's y? Y is 24 minus 0 square, and square root all of that gives you r, right? So r should give you somewhere about 24.7 megapascal. Okay, that's what r is. And let's see, do we need to? No, we don't. Alright, so we know what r is. Let's move on to find out the angle, right? Because we're trying to, so this is x and this is y, right? And we're always trying to rotate x this way, right? Clockwise to a certain degree. So we're trying to rotate it 60 degrees, right? So that's like somewhere here. I don't know. I think that is let's turn this 20 theta. I don't know the exact location, but let's find out. And also we can find out what and what this this position, right? So like from here to here, and this is going to be our x apostrophe. Now we don't know what the information is, but how do we find about x apostrophe, right? The new location after it rotated by theta, which is 2 theta in the circle, is right angle triangle trigonometry, right? So we have to find out what this angle is, which is gamma. So, well, here we go. So we can find out that we already know what 2 theta is. We're trying to find gamma, so we have to find out what this angle is, right? And subtract 2 theta from this angle. It's going to give us gamma, and then we can use right angle triangle to find out the information about x, right? Okay. So in that case, we can use theta. So what? Sorry, theta p1. Okay. Well, before I jump too far, let's just find out the angle over here, right? So it's this angle, right? Well, we know the position of x, right? And we know the x and y direction of x. So it's going to be the inverse of tan of 24 over 2, right? So the opposite over adjacent, right? The opposite is 24, and then from here to the middle, that is 2, right? Because this is -8, this is -6, right? So this is 2. In that case, it's basically the angle over here, but we can translate it to the angle over here, which is the angle over here. Okay, so this is going to give us it's going to give us an angle. Okay, what is that? We don't really have a good definition of it, but let's just calculate what that is right now, which is 25.24 theta, and this is this angle, right? We're trying to find the other side, so it's 180 minus 85.24 theta. This is going to give us 94.76 theta in the counterclockwise direction, right? And this is the angle we're trying to find here. And use this angle to minus what do you call gamma? Or sorry, gamma equals this number that we just find out from x to all the way to horizon minus this angle, which is 2 theta, which is 60 degrees, is going to give you 36.76 degree, right? And this is going to be this. Okay, so since we find the position of where x is, we can just continue on and find everything else. So this equals, let's see, so the center shifted in -6 to the right, to the left. So we say -6 plus r, right? Because if we just use angle times cosine of gamma, okay, this is just going to give us like from here to here, right? Because this is what r is, right? The r doesn't, this is like, distance in vectors, right? The starting position is a vector, right? It started -6 to the left, but if it's distance, it just gives you the distance of this, right? We have to think about physics. We have to think about how it's being applied on this system. So don't forget, right, to add the -6. Okay, so in that case, this is going to give you somewhere about 13.78 megapascal, which is in the positive direction, right, which is something that we predicted, and that's correct. And then going, oh sorry, tensile stress in the y direction, the new one, this is going to be 0, right, because it didn't shift up or down. It just stays right in the middle on the horizontal line, and it's 0 corresponding on the y coordinates, right, which is the shear force and stress. Okay, so this is x 0 plus r times sine of gamma. What that's going to give you is excuse me, somewhere around 25.78. I'm so sorry. It's going to give you somewhere, yeah, 25.78 megapascal. And it's going to be negative, right? Because, okay, so theta, you remember to add the negative like sign here, right? Because we're going from this side to this side. We're going in counterclockwise, which is the negative angle. If we're going from this, you know, from the upper corner going up, and that's positive, right? We're going from the negative, right, pi, 2 pi, sorry. And this is, you know, this is 2 pi. So we're going from the negative to this. It didn't affect the cosine, because cosine on the right hand side is just always positive, and then sine on the top corner is always positive. So it shifted. So before it was here, right? It was positive, and then it shifted, sorry, it's negative, and then shifted here, which is also negative. I mean, sorry, which is it's also negative, yeah, because the shear stress on the bottom is positive, on the top is negative. So this is y apostrophe. But the x is also negative, which makes sense. I mean, sorry, this will make sense, right? Because it's still in the negative direction, right? This is somewhere in negative 25. So yeah, this is tensile stress in the y direction after rotation. And then let's find out what the shear is, right? The shear is just 0 plus 0 plus r times sine of this, of what gamma is, right? So it's negative 40.67, and that's going to give you somewhere around 13.7 megapascal, right? Yeah, because this is going in this direction. Okay, so this is, yeah, going here, and that's the length, right? The length of the shear xy, the new one. So this is 13.7. Okay, and the y is, yeah, negative 25. The x is let's see, the x is 13.78. I think it's just because they are a little close to each other. They are not the same. Sorry, how do I, find y? Sorry, the way how to calculate y is wrong. I think I made that mistake on the previous one as well. The answer is correct, but I think the method is proposed here is wrong. It would just be this negative 6 plus the negative cosine of, yeah, so this is plus, this is minus, and it's going to go all the way here, which is somewhere, yeah, which is 25.78 megapascal negative, right? One is plus, one is negative, or you can just say 13.7 minus the change in the average, which is negative 6 times 2, right? Plus, sorry, yeah, 13.7 plus this times 2, which will always also gives you 25.78. Yeah, this is negative 12, negative 13. Yeah, sorry. So you have to change from x to y. You have to change the sign of this number, and then plus the middle, right? How it shifts, because it's 180 degrees. You go to the other side. Okay, sorry, I got a little confused towards the end, but this should be the right answer, and hopefully I can explain the method correctly. So yeah, hopefully this was helpful. Good luck on your studies, and I'll see you in my future videos. Bye.